Nice one there. Now, on our first guest discussion this morning, we're joined by the Branding and Communications Manager of FABE International Foundation, Naomi Omotosho. Now, FABE is a non-governmental, not-for-profit environmental health and sustainability organization passionate about the establishment and improvement of an eco-conscious generation committed to conservation, sustainability, and protection of the environment. Great to have you. That was quite a mouthful. Bring it down. What is FABE and what does FABE do?
FABE is an environmental sustainability organization. We are focused on experiential advocacy and educating the people in the environment about how to care for their environment and then the dangers that climate change poses on the activities that we carry out in our environment.
Why is it important to care for the environment?
Well, there are a lot of things going on in the world right now, and most times human activities affect the way our climate reacts back on the environment. So we need to strike a balance in order to protect our health and our environment as well.
Okay, so in what ways, how long has FABE been on the scene?
Well, we've been established since 2008, that's June 5th, and we've been, we have several programs. We have the school advocacy program, that's the Eco Schools NG project, and we have, it started in 2020 during the COVID-19 period. We partnered with, we're supported by Axe Foundation and Access Bank, and we've been able to train like 3,000 children in low-income communities. And in 2021, we moved on to Lagos, still in Lagos State. We were still able to like train about 4,000 children. But this year, we moved on to Abeokuta, Ogun State, and we are gradually growing in Abeokuta as well.
The kids you spoke about, the 3,000 kids, what do you train them on?
Oh, they are trained on upcycling, recycling, composting, and gardening as well. So we try to educate kids in low-income schools on how to recycle plastics because we notice that they are the future of tomorrow, so they need to know how to like take care of their environment from now on. So they are trained on how to recycle, how to sort their waste, and how to upcycle from plastics and other waste materials. So in certain schools in Lagos, we have like one in Surulere. They create like ottomans from the pet bottles they collect in their school. So an ottoman is just like a round table that you can sit on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's also a decor piece that people use at home too. So they create ottomans from pet bottles that they've upcycled in their school. Then also they have the gardening section in their school too. So students garden using just a small space in their school. If they have little space, then for those that have like very big space, they also garden there too. All
right. So now this, you're doing a great work when it comes to interaction with the public sector and of course the private sector. How about the government? How is your interaction with them? Because there is a lot when it comes to policies that they can put in place, especially you spoke about climate change. This is something that governments around the world, some have really put in a lot. When it comes to the case of the government, how have you been able to interact with them? Have you been able to do anything with them? Is there anything on that level?
Yes, we've gotten support from LASEPA and LASMA, especially when it comes to the Eco Schools NG project. They've also supported in training kids too in some of our programs, especially the upcycling and the recycling factor. Then there are sometimes we hold like sensitizations in communities because we also need to sensitize the community and women in the community on the impacts that plastics and their waste is bringing on the climate. So they also support us in those ways.
So 2 days back, there was this video of a man who was throwing waste into a gutter or something, and he was arrested and he was charged to court and all of that. This was during the rain, you know, plastics, he threw this inside, and we know we have in Lagos here. Those rules are, maybe there might be a lot of people that don't know why there is a need not to do this. Why should you not throw plastic into canals and all of that? What are the dangers? Maybe if people understand this, they might not do it. So can you can you enlighten some people out there a bit on the dangers of throwing plastic around without finding a way to recycle it or something?
Oh yeah, there are so many dangers. First, there's the danger to our health because these plastics are going somewhere. the ones that are thrown into the gutters, they have to go somewhere. So they end up in the ocean most times. And it harms the aquatic animals. Then it also clogs the ocean, the pathway to the ocean, causing flooding. But when it comes to our health, aquatic animals, some take in these plastics, thinking they are food. In the case of sea turtles, they take in plastics, probably very colorful plastics, thinking they are like jellyfishes or foods that they take in the ocean. So these things come back to us. In fact, there are so many studies that have shown that microplastics are now present in certain aquatic animals like fishes and so many other aquatic animals that we take in. So these are dangers to our health because they are cancerous to our health. Then also, when it comes to the case of flooding, these plastics will clog waterways, and water has to go somewhere. So definitely it will branch into some people's houses, into streets and all that. So it poses a lot of dangers to human health and to the climate as well and our environment because they will cause flooding.
We just have to round up, but I just wanted to ask, is FAPE doing anything when it comes to deforestation? Because on my way here, there are quite a number of places I've seen trees being cut down and all of that. Is there any afforestation plan from FAPE? Do you do
Yes,
like that?
Yes, we do. We have tree planting programs, especially when it comes to our Eco Schools NG project.
Okay.
Students also participate in tree planting in their schools and also in the areas around them. Then we also try to train students to remember to plant at home, not just in their school, but like when they are taking in something, keep the seeds and then plant trees in their houses or their surroundings.
Thank you so much. It was great talking to you. I hope they're able to learn something here. I just want to end with a quote that the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is right now.
Right now.
Thank you so much. All right, hope you're able to pick up something there. That's all that we can take. We'll take this time out now. Don't go anywhere. There's quite a lot more to come on the show.